Hey guys, this is the quick review for Blake's Orchard Zombie Safari. So I cut out all the boring parts for you. There'll probably be an unedited version sometime here in the future. You get to see all the funny bloopers and cool stuff that we did. We really had a good time, but for review sakes, to keep everything short, we're just gonna put the content that you guys need in order to get set up to have a good time. So basically, you're gonna be seeing just the shooting footage, where we're going to be shooting at the paintball targets and shooting at the zombies. We'll skip right over where we're going to be taking the ride in and where we're going to be doing the reloads and getting off of the actual hayride. So the footage was taken at night with black lights. Pretty much everything I found on this topic was like this. So it's not the clearest footage that you're going to find. So just expect that. However, it should be clear enough that you guys should get a real good idea of what's going to be going on during the ride. So I hope you enjoy, and let's start getting into some of the details. First and foremost, the ride costs $20. That includes about 85 paintballs you're going to get in the hopper to shoot when you first start going through the ride. You do have an option though. You can get the VIP pass, that's $50. That includes all of the rides and attractions, including cider and donuts, and the big thing, front of the line pass. We stood in the line for about an hour and 45 minutes. I took camera footage, so that's pretty much exact. If you are going to be bringing kids, I would definitely say dress warm. 2 hours out there standing in the cold in late fall, you're definitely going to be freezing your butts off. However, if you can't afford the $50, there is somewhat of an option to that. One thing I did notice, if you can get there real early, probably I would say a half an hour to an hour early and get in the line, you should be able to eliminate most of that wait time. If you are a late night person too, you might be able to wait out the line and go late at night and see if you can hit the lineup when there is a lot less people in it. Now do keep this in mind too. We left at about 2 a.m. and the line was still packed, so you would probably have to be there pretty late in order to cut down on that line. So something to think about. Hopefully that'll eliminate some of the time that you're spending in the line. So make sure you get at least one paintball pot prior to getting on the ride. 2 to 3 should keep you busy for the whole ride, but you're definitely going to want to get one before you get on, or you may end up running out of paintballs before you get to the reload point. Now these pods are $10 a piece, so if you do end up getting 3 pods plus the $20 admission for the ride, you're looking at a minimum of $50. So about 135 rounds come in each pod, and they're about $8 per refill. So if you do go through the pods and you're planning on doing the ride again at a later time or a different day, you can bring the pods back and you can get a refill for $8. Now if you're a paintball player like me, it's kind of nice to have the extra pods. You can use them at a later date at a paintball field, so it was kind of a nice thing that Blake's did. They put that together so that you had a kind of a memento to take back home with you. I thought that was kind of cool. For the people that aren't going to use them, obviously it's not that big of a deal, but I thought that was definitely something that they put together was cool. As far as the zombies go, they're not real scary. I wish I would have known this prior to getting on the ride. I definitely would have took my 6-year-old. He would have loved to have gone on this ride. Realistically, they don't look like zombies. They look like padded people with helmets. So if you're a parent and you're wondering how scary the ride is, in my opinion, like I said, I'd take my 6-year-old. I don't think it's really that scary. You obviously would have to decide, for your own child if it's okay for them to go. But for me, I would definitely say it wouldn't be an issue. I think he would have a blast. I think it is definitely family oriented. So that is definitely cool about that. I look forward to taking him out there next weekend. I haven't personally been on the other stuff at Blake's, but from my understanding, it is pretty scary. So, outside of the zombie safari, I don't know that I would, have my kid do any of that sort of thing. Obviously, I'd have him do, climb the haystacks or, pet the goats or do something along that line, apple and cider, that sort of thing. But most of the other stuff, I wouldn't take him on the haunted hayride or take him in the haunted house. I think that's a bit much for the younger age group. So definitely, if you're going to do anything with them, you want to take them out and do something. Probably the zombie safari would be the way to go. So everything on the ride was a total of 19 minutes, including loading on the hayride, shooting, travel. That's everything from start to finish. Basically, what you'd be looking at was 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get loaded on the hayride, 2 minutes of travel to your first destination, which would be the shooting range where you get to practice and shoot at the barrels and the targets. There's 3 minutes to shooting range practice before you get to your first wave of zombies. Then your first wave of zombies is 1 minute and 30 seconds. So then you stop. There's a 3 minute reloading session where you reload and you buy more pods. Then you go into your second wave of zombies, and that's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. At that point in time, the lights come back on, and you have a 4 minute and 30-second return time. So basically, that's the whole ride, and the breakdown would actually be 2 minutes and 30 seconds of loading, 6 minutes and 30 seconds of travel, 3 minutes of buying ammo and reloading, 3 minutes of practice target shooting, and 4 minutes of actually shooting zombies. That's 1 minute and 30 seconds of the first wave and 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the second wave. So I hope this isn't disappointing to you guys that there's only about 4 minutes of shooting zombies and 3 minutes of practice target, but it's good to know what you pay for and kind of what to expect. I hope it's not a spoiler for you. Like I said, it was a ton of fun. We had a blast. If it's the first time for you, I would definitely say go out and experience it, especially after you get a little bit more info. It's definitely worthwhile. So would I go back next year? I think if Blake stepped up their game a little bit and they improved on it every year, I would probably go back next year and visit, even though it is a little expensive, because we had a great time. So that's definitely an awesome experience to have, and hopefully it'll be as fun for you. I hope this review was helpful to you guys. Definitely, if it was, rate, subscribe, like, that sort of thing would be fantastic. I got lots of other cool things on my channel, so definitely check it out. I'll be updating it here and there with different reviews and just cool stuff I'll be adding. So I appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything else you want me to add, definitely let me know and leave me some comments. And I hope you guys have a great time out there. All right, take care.